Hello, everyone, and welcome to League Review. I'm your host, William, and finally, today we have Brock back.
Hey,
He's not dead.
no, I'm not. I survived the whatever they call the storm.
Yeah, the hurricane
Yeah,
in July.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty bad.
yeah, crazy. So, and we don't have Brian or Ryan here, so it's just me and Brock. And last week, Brian and Ryan both beat me 7-3, 7-3. I'm 6-4. So warning, spoiler alert for my predictions for the next 2 weeks. Do not think I'm an idiot, please. If you don't, if you already think I'm an idiot, you can still keep thinking I'm an idiot. But this week is all about me. Actually, I didn't update this, but no, did I? No. But this week is all about me trying to make up ground desperately on Brian. It is currently 50, so that should be. No, I did do it. I'm an idiot. Let's back that up. Yeah, I'm 8 games behind Brian right now in game. So I'm gonna have to in 2 weeks. I gotta pretty much have every pick go right and every pick be an upset or like crazy pick. So yeah, that's just so you know. So let's actually get right into the match history for these games. And first up, we have actually, I don't know why my stream OBS for some reason is not working for chat and stuff like that. It just goes on infinite loop. So
So
I
you
have
don't
to give
that.
me 1 second to get onto Twitch so I can see if someone comes into chat. Okay. So game number one, Cloud9 versus, or nope,
That's game one.
yeah, game one. Why does this
Not
say,
versus Hard Thieves.
why does it say 100 Thieves versus FlyQuest?
Nope, you must open the wrong thing because mine says Cloud Nine versus Hard Thieves.
Ah, interesting. Okay, here it is. Oh, it's just backwards. It's just backwards. Hi, doll. Yeah, I'm Stun Muffin now because, well, I'm Stun Muffin NA now because Stun Muffin was taken and the Stun Muffin was taken. But that's the name on my TFT account that I'm doing, and since I'm climbing up in there or trying to climb in there because I haven't had any chance to play for like the last like few weeks, I'm still in Gold 3. That yeah, that's it'll be easier for people to see just in case they hit Challenger. Then I can easier promotion and stuff like that. And it's just a better name for a league channel overall than my old name. My old name is my old name for everything that I use. Anyway, C9 versus 100 Thieves. We had this was C9 actually looked pretty good. Amazing actually did look really good in this game. Sven, he did catch Sven several times, but C9 actually had lanes in position to assist the ganks. Also, I'm using Ryan's notes as well because he's not here right now, but he gave me a bunch of notes to use. So this is for you, Ryan. I will be going over the games with your notes here. It'll help a lot, bring out a lot of details. Uh, yeah, Licorice vs. Fake God were pretty much a 0-0. It was a solo lane versus a solo lane. They both had zero jungle presence, and Licorice was able to smash him pretty good in the lane, but Fake God looked better as no, sorry. See, Licorice looked better as the game went on. Fake God went 0-5. I was gonna say I don't remember Fake God looking too much better.
Yeah.
I'm gonna disagree with you there, right? Yeah, Sneaky and Zaza went down early, but the push from because it was mostly because you had Sivir and Lux on that side, and Kai'Sa Braum, while good in the sense that you can stack passives on top of each other, isn't necessarily a very early game aggressive lane in my eyes. Um,
Yeah.
Especially with Bang being able to stop the with his Sivir shield, you can stop the Frost, the Q from Braum, or the W from Kai'Sa, and stop a lot of damage or CC. And then obviously you had Niski in the mid lane going 6-0-10 against Ryu's 2-4. Like C9 was in full control this entire game. Like everyone was just doing really well job executing everything properly. And 100 Thieves was very disappointing to see because they look decent as a team, but they struggle against the top teams. I've noticed, like C9 and Team Liquid.
Yeah. The Aurelia versus Lesage matchup is still very strange to me, especially when an Aurelia goes off like Nisky did,
Mm-hmm.
because it's an engaged champion against a disengaged champion, and the engaged champion is smashing the disengaged champion.
Yep. Yep.
So it's very strange.
Well,
But when it comes to pro play, nothing surprises me anymore. I mean, we went an entire season of trying to figure out why no one's building Lichbane on Silas, and now they're jungling with them. So
now I get why they're not building it because you have such a low econ in jungle, but like,
yeah,
still, I don't. I still never got it in lane.
yeah, we still understand, but
Mm-hmm.
here we are.
Here we are.
Maybe they got tired of people asking why you don't build Lichbane. They're like, we're just gonna jungle with them.
Yeah, screw it.
You don't get gold. There's your answer.
Totally wasn't because of the massive nerfs you received.
Yeah, no.
Next game was Golden Guardians versus TSM. Golden Guardians had some good moves early on, but it really felt like they were winning both because of their play and in spite of their play, according to Ryan for that. But I just felt like they were a
FBI looked good.
FBI looked real good, and Sven, to be honest,
This game.
yes.
Little sneak peek into the future. He looked good this game. Remember that.
Oof. I like FBI. I like them at MSI. The next game showed an outclass of Academy versus an elite level ADC. But this game, Golden Guards were playing very aggressive early. They had a fantastic Baron, and I thought once they took that Baron, they got the ace plus Baron. Like, I was all good for that. Unfortunately, they got the Baron stolen from them 2 times in a row. After that,
Yeah, it's not good.
after that fact, that's how you lose games. Getting 1 Baron stolen for you kind of throws a match. As you could tell, it went from a 5k gold lead to a 3k gold lead. Winnable still. Still winnable. You're still in the lead. Getting a second Baron stolen from you. Oh man, that was rough. Haunter also had a fantastic game. The stat line doesn't show at 2, 2, and 5, but he was just doing work for Golden Guardians. Let's see, he had 18.8k damage. He had nearly the amount of damage of a little bit less actually than FBI, but for a 2, 2, and 5 stat line, Haunter was just crushing it. Oh man, this is Ryan wants this specifically on the cast. To Will, what did I tell you on the cast? Haunter can carry, but Froggen would feed. You seriously underestimated Golden Guardian's ability to throw, considering they've done it before. Lol. Getting burned from people that aren't even on the podcast.
Yeah, that's tough.
Oh, it was true. It was true. I was feeling so confident with because I picked Golden Guardians to beat TSM. TSM is a mess. Like, they're a complete mess. Like
it's a shit show.
Frankly, this sounds like a stupid thing to say. They got lucky this game. If you get 2 Baron steals, 1 Baron steal's already pretty lucky. You know, like unless your name's like Smithy and you do it all the time. Like I feel like getting 1 steal really, and you're like way behind in gold, like they were, like 6k gold deficit. Like that's it's 50.
They won while being down gold.
Yeah. But it's just like, but to get 2 Baron steals is poor management by Golden Guardians for one, but it's also a side of luck on the same side. Like you won 2 coin flips there to win the game.
Yeah, the only thing you could possibly take from this is that at 2 huge points in the game, Acadian out-jungle contract.
Yes.
At 2 points in the game.
2 points.
At 2 points in the game, Acadian out-jungle contracts, and it just so happened those were pretty damn important points of the game.
Yeah, definitely.
And because it's NA, guess where both of those happened? At Baron, while a team's ahead.
So it's frustrating for me because I thought I got that pick right. Like I was really hoping for it, and I just was like, I've been down on TSM quite a bit lately, and I'm still down on them. This didn't win any points back for me for TSM. I'm like, you should have lost that game. You won that.
Good reason.
It's like in your ranked solo queue games where like you win the game and you're like, oh man, we should have lost that game. Totally worth it. like how did we win? Type situation. And
I mean, no one on TSM is playing like good. Like they're not playing well.
Bjergsen's playing okay. He's playing okay.
Yeah.
Broken Blade's getting beat quite a bit in top lane. Acadian's not doing great in the jungle. Sven and Smoothie are getting crushed in the bot lane almost every game. Like,
I mean, this is Azir against Twisted Fate. and he was 2-2-3.
Yeah, it's
Like he's a little better than that.
it is AD Twisted Face where he's a little more aggressive early on to maybe stop that a little bit, but like still, I think it's here.
Yeah,
Like they have such a good team fighting comp for TSM with Camille split pushing. They should have been totally fine this game, and they were not. Still won, but not. It's one of those wins you don't feel great about. You still win.
no, nope.
Next was CLG versus FlyQuest. Fortunately, the match history is like, you don't need it, which is cool. This was a boring, boring, boring game. The most damage in the game. Is that right? That can't be right.
Yeah, the Rise.
Do you,
No, not the Rise. The Silver with 8.7K.
yeah. What the
Yeah,
hell?
I mean, look at the score. It's 7-4.
I get it. But when it's 7-4, there's still like at least the FlyQuest didn't even do 20k damage as a team. like the Rakan did 900 damage. Did no one poke? I knew it was a snooze fest when I was watching it, but like
Silver and Lux did.
barely. 8 points.
Hey,
Lux
hey,
has 5k damage. If your Lux has 5k
points.
damage, you're question mark pinging her, or you're flaming her.
8.7K and 5.6K is a lot of damage considering they only got 7 kills out of it.
I did not realize the damage numbers were that low this game. This game sucked.
I would love to have been a part of the landing phase for this one.
Let's see Ryan's notes. He said about what you would expect from a Rek'Sai early game, which is say nothing because it's Santorin. Yes, absolutely. Santorin, for some reason, does not know how to play Rek'Sai. He knew how to play Rek'Sai last split.
Jarvan beat Rek'Sai, though. I guess we can take something out of this, right?
Brock, you haven't been here in a while. Jarvan's been beating
No,
Rek'Sai
I haven't
quite a
been
bit.
here in a while.
That meme is dead.
I haven't been here in a while.
That meme has died. It's more of a 50-50 matchup now. It was just a weird thing.
Considering how long I've been gone and it's NA, I was fully expected to see like an AP Rek'Sai at this point.
Yeah. It was like, well, like Santorin didn't do his first gank until just about 10 minutes in the game. Unfortunately, I can't show you. You did get first blood on that, but Santorin against like in the playoffs last year against FlyQuest, like I believe, or no, not against Golden Guardians. Every time they picked him, Rek'Sai, he would crush with it, and he'd be doing amazing. And they would just Golden Guardians had no answer for it, and he would be aggressive, and he would go into ganks and get kills. Now he just farms. He just does a power farm Rek'Sai, which doesn't make any sense. What kind of scaling does Rek'Sai come with? Nothing. It's all about getting those early ganks. You have that knock up, and you can flash and do the knock up for 100% chance to hit it, pretty much, and or at least burn a flash. And he's not doing that. He's just simply getting out jungled every game, which is unfortunately leaving Pobelter and Viper to get beaten by their lane opponents. And Wild Turtle and Wadid is not the strongest bot lane you're gonna see. Oh man, it just let's see. CLG though definitely had some fantastic map play. Like they were rotating around to each objective, and they were just absolutely like clean. CLG is clean, which is something that I've never been able to say in like 3 years.
Yeah, it's very strange. It's a good time to be Brian, though.
Yeah, even Ryan has here. To Brian, you can relax. 7-11 curse is officially dead because they were 7-2, I believe, CLG, or 7-3 maybe, and then they lost 2 games in a row. And I'm just like, oh my god, they're gonna do it. They're gonna lose 8 games. They're gonna lose 8 games in a row, miss playoffs, and only go at 7 wins. But yeah, this was a fantastic for CLG to actually get over the hump of 7 games and win this game. Because this is a game they need to win, absolutely. Next, we had Team Liquid versus Clutch. The return of Clutch Zed, but DeMonte is piloting him instead of Cody's son. He did get first blood on Impact, but unfortunately, this is right now Team Liquid. I got into an argument with Brian over the weekend about this. I'm sorry, Brian, but you're a little more biased than I am. I try not to bring too much bias in it, Brock, let's see. I know I'm biased
Oh,
towards
things
Team Liquid.
must have changed.
No,
If
I
Will's not
try.
being biased to Liquid,
I
something's
try.
really
I
changed
try
inside
not
the
to. I try not to. But is there a team that one at the moment could even take down Liquid in the playoffs?
I don't know.
Can
I
you?
mean, no. Honestly, no. I can't think of.
There's
I
no.
don't think.
There's no one.
Mm,
You know what Brian's answer
let's
was.
see. Well, obviously, he would say CLG, but I don't think that's possible.
Like you have playoff impact, who is much better than regular season impact, would crush.
Coming
Brian.
from someone who's completely not biased for Liquid,
Yeah, you hate Liquid.
I hate Liquid, and Liquid is for me miles above these teams.
Like, cause think of even if you just look at bot lane alone, Double Lift and Core JJ are gonna stomp Smoothie and or Biofrost and
Stick
Stixay.
set. Yeah,
Sven and
100%.
Sneaky are having a terrible year. Or not Sven, sorry, Zazel. I'm just messing up
Yeah.
all of them. Zazel and Sneaky are having a terrible, terrible year on C9. Sven and Smoothie, now I finally get it right, also having a terrible year. Big
Yep.
and Arrow? They do have Big. But, like, if Team Liquid's win condition is to win through bot lane, and those are the bot lanes you're going to bring to the playoffs against them, all those bot lanes are getting absolutely smashed.
Well, the problem if you take away the bot lane, you're looking at jungle bot lane pressure, and Jensen and Impact are very good. They're going to be able to hold their lanes just fine against the mid laners and top laners. And that means all your jungle pressure you're trying to put, Xmithie can for sure be there.
And you have,
So it's like,
you already have, like, you could almost save some of those bot lanes, like, potentially with the way Zazel and Sneaky especially, they're very much underperforming this split. You could almost say that they don't even need Xmithie. Like, you have to force Garen down there, or your bot lane's getting double killed multiple times. So like
Yeah.
the rest of the lane can work, and they might be fine on bot lane even with a 3v2 situation. I don't know.
The
I've just been
team
super
who-
impressed lately by the Core JJ's in
for a
insane
good
form.
reason too. Because if you think about it, the last time we seen Liquid get smashed was G2,
Yeah.
and that's because whenever you have a good bot lane who has jungle pressure against Doublelift and Core JJ, you've also got a very good mid laner in Caps. So it doesn't matter what you do. You have to be better than Liquid at everything, and I don't think their other NA teams do at all.
Yeah, that's I was arguing him that it might be possible that Liquid just 6-0s because I think Liquid's going to get first place. They just need 2 wins out of the next 4 to seal first place. But
I do think Liquid is the type of people who will lose a game just because it doesn't mean shit, and there's no reason for them to lose a game, but we pick Liquid so they have to lose. They're the team to do that, but that has no effect on how I feel Liquid would do in the final.
Yeah, I don't think unless a team starts heating up a lot, like TSM at the end of spring split, like that's the issue. C9 is cooling down, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
TSM is ice cold at the moment. The only team that's real, like CLG's heated up this week, but they had a bad week last week, and like CLG is the one. That sounds insane. The CLG might be the only team to try and compete with Liquid.
Yeah.
Maybe 100 Thieves. Maybe.
Well, Cloud9 needs to start warming up Keith for when he comes in next season.
Keith is gone now. It's definitely.
I mean, definitely. Yeah.
That's what you meant. Oh God, Brock.
Yeah.
If when we saw that, Brock gets that right. We talked about it. That he would never stop with it. It's true. It'll be absolutely deserved. Yeah.
We're changing the name of the podcast to Brock Called It.
Yep, that's good. That is gonna be the name.
The week 1 podcast for next season that's going to be the title. Well, Brock called it.
But yeah, this game. So going back to the match history of Team Liquid versus Clutch Gaming. Pretty much. They Clutch Gaming did get first blood, and they got a second kill right away on Impact. But that's just Impact absorbing. Like he went 1-2 after the first 10 minutes, while his bot lane is just getting smashed in. Also, the bot lane is Lucian Lux, who should probably be pushing in Sivir and Yumi early on. Sivir does have the way clear, but like you have the kill threat with Lucian Lux big time, especially when Lux isn't only has to aim at Sivir because there's a Yumi.
Also, if Sivir's using her full wave clear early, she's not going to have no mana.
Yeah, that's why.
So you've also got kill pressure.
Yep, and they weren't using any of that because Double of them were out farming Cody Sun and Vulcan by quite a lot.
Yeah, that's not good.
They did a total of 16k damage on Double Lift alone, Brock, which is more than the other CLG game. And yeah,
Jesus.
That was a. Oh, and you just had also had Jensen go 4-on-4 as well. So even though Zed got 2 kills pretty early, like before 15 minutes, it's just their rotations, their team fighting and rotations are just way above. And according to Jat, Team Liquid is the fastest team in NA now. Interesting stat, I thought, for being a very slow team.
Yeah, not bad.
Next, we had Echo Fox versus Optic. There was a level 1 Lux and Olaf invade, but it burned Apollo's flash. That's always big, clutch, as always.
Very
but
clutch.
Optic as a whole, I mean, do we need to talk about this game?
It's very entertaining.
Hakuo had the 1 kill on the team. The only thing keeping it from a perfect game was a 1 kill on the support, where you also gave up 3 kills. Like, this game was all Optic. It is Echo Fox. It was basically controlled completely through the bot lane of I love this is Ryan is the best, Brock. He definitely watches the podcast because he is a follower of the Cult of Big. He has, let me just give this here. Fox spots them staying to stake the red, but Phoenix paths in front of the entirety of Optic, holds flash for too long, and just gives up first blood to the greatness personified as Big. Lands his clutch auto for the kill. The true carry of Optic strikes again as he hits a great bonding in lane, which leads to Medios getting a no-look axe kill. Oh, I love it. I love it. Mike Young doing nothing in the meantime, jacking it in the lane. Lane brush and Dokla just burns flash to get out. Oof, that's a flame. Mike Young's been terrible on Echo Fox, by the way. I'm just gonna
yeah,
we can say that. I mean, people saying Rush wasn't the problem. Rush was the problem.
Yeah.
But, like, replacing with Mike Young isn't an upgrade. It's a side grade of the worst extent. Like, you have, like, the worst jungler in the league, and you side grade it for the worst jungler in the league. It's not going to work. It's not going to work any better.
Yeah, you literally replaced him with a jungler who was also benched.
Yeah,
for being bad.
For good reason. Not just like, not like a Dardoch Media situation where they're just both good. No. Oh, man. It was a bad game for Echo Fox, but most games are, except against Team Liquid and C9 apparently, because they have victories against both of them. They have a victory against C9, Liquid, and Optic, 3 of the top 4 teams in the league.
Yeah, that's good.
The rest of the games, though, they look quite terrible. I feel like they've lucked into this. All right, let's talk about this one, Brock. Golden Guardians versus Team Liquid. Let's talk about FBI and Hui here.
Yeah, probably don't fight Sire Rakan continuously over and over and over again.
What about if they fight him a 3rd time after dying the first 2 times? How about that?
Maybe. Might be a good idea.
Maybe. They got to kill. They got first blood. The 2nd time they got to kill. And they got the kill on the ADC. The support got the kill on the other support. Or they got the kill on the support, but the support got the kill on the other support. That's a win,
There was a play FBI made that I've done many times in ARAM, where I'll click in the middle of the map and look away, and next thing I know, I'm in the middle of the team and I died.
You think that's what he did?
He actually walked right up to lane and immediately got CC'd by Rakan.
Yep,
He
yep. That
didn't do
when
anything.
he's by himself there, like right
Yeah.
around there. Yeah, he just went up to poke the lane, and then Rakan's like, "Okay, you're in kill range now. Goodbye."
And you could just see and he's like, I miss mid lane. Go back to mid lane. I don't like this no more.
Oh man, like they've had their ups and downs. FBI and Hui, they're either popping off or they are feeding their asses off.
Yeah,
There's no
this
in
was
between.
not one of the pop off games.
Which, to be fair, I'll take that over Deflay and Ole, which is just mediocre at best usually. And
Yeah,
now Deflay's not on the team anymore, so you'd have Keith. So really, I would still keep this over Keith, you know.
yeah,
But yeah. So at least there's some hope with FBI. He's had some good games, I feel like, but they're a big liability when they're off. Like this was 1 in 12 or 2 in 12 is a bot lane. It's a little rough. Little rough when
yeah.
you,
Not
you have
good.
12 on your team's 20 deaths. Froggen also, I do not like the talent pick for Froggen whatsoever. Like, if you had to name one champion that was not, or that was Froggen's, uh, it's not talent.
Yeah, or any assassin.
hmm
Just control mage. That's about it.
Yeah, control mages are pretty much his go-to thing. But just like
Yep.
even anything that's like even like something like maybe a LeBlanc or something like that is okay. Talon is like he's the opposite. I don't agree. Like Froggen doesn't like to roam too much as compared to other mid laners. He roams, I believe, the least out of most mid laners. But like, because
Yeah.
his philosophy is he gets 100% gold if he's in lane, but like if he goes to gank, it's not 100% chance to get that gold. So I mean, he still ganks. Obviously, it's not like he doesn't gank at all, but he takes more advanced time to farm. Talon, on the other hand, is not. You want to clear that wave and leave as soon as possible. You never want to be in lane with Talon. So I don't. I just don't think it's a good champion for him.
Yeah. Let's also not forget that they picked that into a Skarner.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's also very bad, by the way. Skarner does very good into assassins if you don't know, as he just point and clicks them and is like, "You're not playing the game for about 3 seconds here."
Yeah. I also like the fact that Skarner had a lost chapter.
Yep. That's for that extra mana.
He also had a tier, so that means my man was
Extra
building
mana.
Seraphs.
Extra mana. Also righteous glory for more mana.
Yeah.
He only wanted mana. He wanted to get as many stuns off as possible. Is Skarner really that mana hungry of a champion?
If you're not in your orb, he is.
Is he really? I've never played Skarner.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Today I learned.
That's the reason they're placed very strategically.
Next game we had CLG versus C9, and boy did this game go much different than I expected.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of notes here. Ryan, if you don't know, is a big CLG fan, or C9 fan. Sorry, not CLG fan. That's Brian.
I said their names are so close. I can't tell if Ryan took the notes or if Ryan.
Yep. Yeah, Ryan.
So it's Ryan. I took.
Mhm.
It's okay.
Brian. I think Brian's
Yeah.
taken.
You said as soon as you said C9 fan, I'm like, all right, I know it.
Yeah, yeah, and we had Licorice on the Malphite, rock solid. We have a tank for the first time in like a year. We have a tank up top, finally, and
You didn't do awful.
it got first blood on Ruin.
Yeah.
Yeah, got first blood on Ruin.
I would have liked to have seen Triforce Malphite.
Yeah, I would like to see anything after that first blood. He really didn't do too much, in my opinion, after that. But, like, like pretty much C9 had a complete. I think what did Wiggly call it? Bronze Zodia comp.
Yeah.
Where it's all wombo combo. You have Sivir to go fast. You have Malphite, Braum, and Vlad ults to hit the whole team, and then you win the game. It's it's not. It works, not necessarily in pro play. People really know how to play around it. It did not work this game because CLG had some fantastically clean macro.
Oh yeah.
And not only on top of that, Svenskeren got completely out jungled by Wiggly after trash talking him, saying that the only way I can lose to Wiggly jungle is if I spill water on my keyboard or my keyboard breaks or whatever. And then he proceeded to get completely out jungled by Wiggly and lose the game.
Yeah, maybe he spilled some water on his keyboard.
Yeah, maybe. It was pretty much. Oh, go ahead.
In Champ Select, I was like, oh no, we got Svenskeren on Lee Sin. I was very excited to see that until I saw that. And I was like, whoa.
Well,
we didn't get to see the spicy flash over the wall for, Crop again.
It's also Lee Sin into Skarner and Tom Kench.
And Sona.
And Sona is yes, but like,
Sona ults.
You could pop her before she ults as well as Lisa. Yeah. You get a good hit and stuff like that. But yeah, definitely the Tom Kench situation, and you can just eat him if you're flying in there, and then Skarner can just ult you, and then Corki can package away, and yeah, just not a good Lee Sin pick whatsoever, and frankly, not a good team comp. Like, it's a Wombo combo team comp, sure, but you have Corki and Jace, the 1-3-1 with Sona and Skarner and Tom Kench to just survive in the mid lane. It's not necessarily the best 3-man, but C9 didn't take advantage of that whatsoever all game.
For me, what I find, like, what I worry about when it comes to seeing Svenskeren on Lee Sin is that makes me wonder if C9 doesn't have confidence in him to play something else. So they throw him on a comfort.
Yeah.
Because there was no reason for him to play Lee Sin there.
Yeah, I think
that's what makes me wonder. That's what makes me wonder, are they just lacking confidence in Svenskeren to play anything? Because if you look at the bans...
Why, though? Because, like, Svenskeren's been almost MVP this split.
I don't know. It's just... if you look at the bans, they didn't ban him out. All they banned was Sejuani.
Sejuani and Jarvan. Who would you rather see him on?
Gragas.
Really? I don't like his Gragas that much.
I don't either.
Oh.
But I also don't want to see him on... At least if he's on Gragas, maybe... If anything lands, hopefully he's fully
Here's the one I would like. No, Rek'Sai gets wrecked to Skarner. No.
Yeah.
Maybe they did pinch him enough. Maybe they pinched him into Lee Sin with the Jarvan ban, the Sejuani ban, and the Rek'Sai countering Skarner.
I mean, Silas is up.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Well, what's their alts? They don't have...
You got Skarner ult.
You have Skarner ult, you win.
You have Sona ult.
You have Sona and Skarner ult, you win. That's all you need.
Yeah.
And honestly, Jace ult isn't terrible on Silas, for as weird as it is.
Yeah.
Just a lot of damage.
Yeah. Tom Kench, if you want to get your Malphite in the back line.
No, you don't need that.
No, I mean,
Malphite
gets there himself.
If you want to get your Vlad to the bottom.
Oh, God.
The back line. There you go.
Malphite just troll and send your Sivir back there.
They have to voluntarily go in. You can't just eat them. But yeah, this was clean. It was a clean 1-3-1, which we don't see much in NA. So that was nice to see. Usually we just see ARAM, which C9's comp was perfect for. CLG broke the perfect thing. The gentleman's agreement to play ARAM.
Yep. How dare they?
This is Optic versus TSM next. I love the first note from Ryan. I was so upset at the C9 game that I zoned out during this one. Yeah. Optic seems to have found their new poppy for Dokla, on top of Arrow and Big actually playing really well in lane. Yeah, what the hell happened? Why is Dokla a good Aatrox?
Hey, man.
What happened? He dominated. I have no word. Like, what did he do? He did 12k damage. Wow, I thought he did a lot more damage than that. But it felt like he felt very impactful. He was 5-0-2, destroyed Broken Blade in top lane, pretty much. Like, absolutely. Like, they did have. They didn't have any kills early on, did they? But,
what's up, guys?
Oh, hey, Brian.
I'm on the podcast.
Look at that. Wow.
Yeah, just got home.
Nice. Welcome, Brian, to the podcast.
Thank you.
We just missed the CLGC9 game.
Yeah, we were complimenting you guys like a lot.
Yeah, we're pretty great.
Mm-hmm. We're talking about Dokla being good for some reason on Aatrox now, like out of nowhere. Like this is insane. But yeah, Optic pretty much manhandled TSM, and again, I'm very disappointed with this TSM team. Like you'll see it in my power rankings. I do not think they're very good at all right now. They're completely lost.
Yeah, it's. I'm a lot more upset at TSM than Ryan is at C9. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, like Sven has had a terrible split. Like we talked about, Broken Blades played pretty bad as well, and Acadian is not done great either. Like Acadian's done better than Greg did, but like that's still not much better. They're
I just hate seeing how, like, you're playing this bad on safe champion.
yeah,
Like, that is a safe bot lane.
it's a very safe bot lane.
Yeah,
He
it's
died
Silver
4
Tom Kinch.
Well, the
Why are
issue
you-
I think Crumbs flamed Sven for his first death at like 2 minutes because the whole point of picking Sivir, is to spell shield.
Yeah.
And he didn't spell shield Big's binding. I know it's Big. I know his spell shield or his bindings are invincible. You can't spell shield them. But
Yeah, they have double the width
Mhm.
because they're big.
Thanks, Brian. Get
It's
out.
also
Go
something
back
you
to
don't
work.
want to see. It's also something you don't want to see is Sivir with 3 items who does 8k less damage than an Ezreal.
Yeah, not great.
Yeah.
Just Tom. I thought that was. I was gonna say Tom. Also, Acadian did 2.9k damage as Jarvan. So,
It's like
So-
one full combo.
yeah, that's like 2. We'll give it 2, Brian.
We're giving
Alright.
it 2 because he's full tag.
you did it.
okay.
You didn't land 2 combos in a 31-minute match. It's not good. He whiffed the what was it was that Acadian or was that someone else that whiffed the Jarvanol or EQ combo on 4 people? There's like 4 people grouped up and he hit it right through the like right through the field goal. Or oh my god, goal post. Oh my god, I'm having a stroke. But yeah, this was pretty much all Optic, which is something I did not expect whatsoever coming into this game. I'm worried for TSM. I think, let me check the standings real quick. I think they're okay for playoffs. I really don't think between Golden Guardians, Clutch, and 100 Thieves that 2 of them will be able to overtake them by 2 whole games with only 4 games left. But
I'd be so happy, but yeah,
Yeah.
probably not.
they'll
I think-
make playoffs, but they're definitely out of the running for top 2,
I think a good thing for
in my opinion.
TSM is they got lucky on their week 8.
On
If
week-
they play bad in week
Yeah.
8, then we got some real big problems.
Okay, I haven't seen. I was gonna do my picks live, but
I'm
if-
doing them live, too.
Okay,
I'm just
maybe
like-
they did get lucky on week 8 because I may take that back for second place. They're only 1 game out of second place. Like it's not like they're super far behind, but I don't see them
They
matching up
look
to
like they're
CLG
real far behind.
Or
Is
even
is Echo Fox mathematically eliminated or no? Technically
Not
not.
technically not. There's 4 games left.
Yeah. Right.
They'll be mathematically eliminated by this weekend.
Yeah.
That's impressive. They made it 8 weeks. Not impressive though was their game against Clutch Gaming, where they completely got stomped out. And
What a transition.
you're welcome. Thanks for the setup. No, this was the game, by the way. This was the one with the Jarvan 4-man did not hit the EQ combo. Good old Mike Young. 0-8 on the Jarvan. He missed the EQ combo getting over the wall to give up first blood to Skarner or to Aurelia, but Skarner ulted him to stop it. That was embarrassing, and that like we saw that on ProView. He just did it a point 0.2 seconds too early, and just from his cooldown, and completely failed it. And Skarner's like, "Oh, okay, I guess I'll just ult you now instead. Goodbye." And then and Aurelia killed him, and then proceeded to die, and then die again, and then die again, and then die again, and then again, and then again. As you see, he always died. Every team fight was, if not everyone died, for sure Mike Young died. Oh, hey, Ryan. But yeah.
Yeah. So I watched the cooldown,
Mhm.
and it was Mike Young and Lorlo. Mike Young is officially the second best Nidalee on Echo Fox. They did an They did a Nidalee 1v1, and it was him and Lorlo 2-0'd him.
That's not good. I don't.
Not
When I
great.
think of lore, though, I don't think of Nidalee top player.
I think he said he used to play it back in the day when it was like busted.
Got it.
I
But
think everyone did.
yeah. Ryan's notes for this one. I again ask how we C9 lost to this Echo Fox, but I remember the CLG game and I remember how easily they can beat themselves. True, true. I also sometimes think how Team Liquid somehow lost to this Echo Fox team. They are bad. They are really, really bad. Oh man, brutal, brutal. Final, final. What's it called? Game was 100 Thieves versus FlyQuest. And I believe I was the only one to pick 100 Thieves. Yeah, you guys were both on the FlyQuest hype train for this one. Didn't help me much. I still lost a week by one. But
I kind of know Bang was going to smurf on everybody
yeah,
with his 1-0.
he did. Hey, what was his damage though? 16k exactly. I was gonna say, Bang popped off this game. If he played that ADC with the 8 assists, oh man, I know that feeling. Most assists in the game is ADC. Been there before.
Hey,
Bang.
at least it went to the mid laner and didn't go to the support like usual.
Yeah, that is true.
That makes up for it a little
No,
bit.
no. What happens when me and Brian play? We haven't played in a while. But what happens when we play
Whew.
is the jungler steals it from me all the time. Every gank, the jungler makes sure to secure the kill, and I'm like, well, I have that one secured.
It's either me or the jungler.
Yeah, it's one of them. I don't get them ever. I don't know. I can last hit minions apparently, but I cannot. I can't. I actually suck at CSing. Maybe I just can't last hit anything. That's my problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was Varus and Braum dominating a Caitlyn Lux lane, which I feel like they would have. Varus has some good poke, but unfortunately, I think Caitlyn Braum has much more poke. And like I'm surprised they lost. That's just a hyper aggressive lane. But it was pretty much the weird situation where you thought Fake God was gonna lose the lane but win the game, but he just won the lane and won the game instead.
Yeah, I think that was a really good game.
Yeah.
It's nice to see 100 Thieves winning.
Oh yeah, they're finally. It took what, a whole split and a half to get together.
It took benching someday just to get Saligo out of there.
Yeah, that's not good. Because I can't argue that Fake God is better than Someday. No
I
matter.
don't think anyone would argue. I don't think Fake God would argue that.
Yeah, like can imagine if this team was able to play Someday as well on this. On top of this, would be quite good. But yeah, Ryan said Viper was no Dan this game, that's for sure. Dan with that pop off. I was so confused. I thought Dan was substituting in for someone when I saw that. I saw him on Twitter, I guess, saying gonna play my first LEC game this week. I'm like, oh cool. Why is there a Dan and a Dan in the same league? It's confusing. Yeah, 100 Thieves just destroyed FlyQuest this game. I was very impressed. And they impressed me enough so we can go into our power rankings. Brian, you can do your power rankings on the fly here.
I know.
Number one, we all have Team Liquid. I'm assuming.
No. Yes. Yeah.
Surprisingly, nah. Yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll go with Liquid.
Fine.
Number two, CLG.
Yes.
We are also all CLG for number two. We believe we are fully on that hype train for CLG now.
Quit believing, please.
Oh, did you want me to stop that? You
Yes.
don't want me to talk about the train of hype
Don't
that
believe.
they have right now and how much
I'm on that TL hype train. TL's not dropping a game for the rest of the season. Not going to lose a game in playoffs. You heard it here first. Doot doot. Hype train.
Oh man.
They're winning worlds.
Yeah.
Not dropping a game.
Nice. I love it. I want it. That'd be amazing.
Well, I said hype train, so
Yeah.
we'll see if they qualify.
I'm pretty sure almost by default they're qualified by this point.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Oh man. But yeah, next we had a C9, especially with TSM struggling this bad. Like for sure.
Yeah.
We all had C9 number 3. I think CLG obviously beating C9 puts them ahead of them. And C9 just like sneaky Zazel. I can't emphasize enough. I emphasized it earlier in the podcast. They look terrible. They look like a bottom 5 bot lane this split so far.
which is so weird
It is
too.
so weird.
They're so solid. Like for the past like at least 2 splits, I feel like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've been arguably like second, possibly third best. Like, but usually you can
Was
argue
Hazel
second
a
best.
rookie last split?
No, he was a rookie summer
Okay, so
split.
it was okay. I just want to make sure I wasn't
Yeah, yeah.
talking out my behind.
But yeah, you had C9 number 3 as well?
Yes, I do.
Oh, man, we're all very similar. I think it's starting to even out, like in the sense that we're all very similar in our power rankings at the moment right now.
Yep. Go ahead and chalk me up for Optic at 4.
Nice, that's same as us. Same as us.
I mean, it's hard to not put Optic at 4.
Yeah, I think that optic is just. I just realized I didn't put the highlights in for Ryan's. Whoops. But optic, I think that they had in a phenomenal week, beating TSM, taking down who else did they take? Echo Fox. That one's not as impressive. That one is not as impressive. But taking down TSM and the way they took down TSM, quite impressive. I like to
You can
call.
go ahead. Make my CLG yellow because I definitely had them second.
Got it. Thank you. I did not remember. But I like in the LPL. I like to talk about a solid top four, and I think right now we have a not no. I can't necessarily say that. There's not a solid top four here because I could still see TSM and 100 Thieves turning around and beating Optic and stuff like that. So never mind. Never mind. Not the same as the LPL. We have a solid top. No, can't say that either because I could see teams beating down C9 as well. I don't know. We got a mess still. We're a mess that's an organized mess is what you'd call NA right now. I would say.
I like NA, like the closeness of it, so much more than EU. Like we have our clear number 1,
uh-huh.
and then number 2 and 3, it cleared up towards the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean now CLG, just gonna say they shouldn't lose a game for the rest of the split, but if they do, like, it's kind of hard still to put Cloud9 above them after having played.
Yeah. Well, it depends if Cloud9 goes.
It depends who you
2
lose
0
to.
this week, and CLG goes 0 2. I'm definitely.
That's
if CLG
true.
goes 2 0, I'm dropping them a little more because this is a week that they should not go 0 2.
You're
If I
right.
remember it correctly, if they're facing like Echo Fox or something like that, and someone else, like it's
Yeah.
an easy week.
They play Clutch and Echo Fox.
Yeah, yeah, shouldn't be that hard a week. Who do you have at number 5?
I actually have TSM.
TSM. Okay, so you're the same as Brock,
I'm the same as Brock.
and I'm assuming you have 100 Thieves at number 6.
Yes.
Okay, so you are the same as Brock so far, completely.
Yeah, actually, I'm thinking I'm 100% the same as Brock.
Nice. I'm just gonna mark you down all the way then, and change. Your
Stop taking from me.
I mean, doing these without, like, on the fly like this, I'm definitely being influenced by them. And really, the only difference y'all have is that one pick, and I would pick TSM over 100 Thieves.
Yeah, I think 100 Thieves are more there as a team right now than TSM, completely. Um, I just think that. Oh, let me see. For TSM, at least, what Ryan said is that TSM feels like a team that consistently performs against lower teams, but also at least recently has been a victim and benefactor of throws. Individually across the board, they have been inconsistent and downright lackluster in some games. But I generally think that they can pop off at any moment. I'm already starting getting spring 2016 playoff flashbacks where C9 was number 3 and TSM was slumping with the All-Star, but it was number 6, but then they beat him 3-1 in playoffs. I disagree with that part. I do not see
cannot think of a single other team that sounded exactly like Ryan's TSM description last split. Can't think of one other team like CLG. 100% describe them from last split
that.
for TSM right now.
Yeah, pretty much. Like seriously, they don't look clean when they're facing teams that are above them. They look really bad.
Yeah,
and
but
then
they clean up the bottom.
hmm
Well, not even really clean up, but like they win.
Yeah, and he also said for 100 Thieves is that they've looked solid and have a firm identity, which is exactly what I was talking about. Like they look more like a team than TSM does right now. TSM just looks like a jumbled mess that sometimes wins games off Bjergsen, pretty much.
If 100 Thieves makes the gauntlet, you could actually, like, if they made it to Worlds, I wouldn't be shocked. They look cohesive.
Now, question.
I know we don't. Do we do the gauntlet still?
Yeah, as an A? or
Yeah,
podcast. Yeah, we do. But imagine Team Liquid makes world. Just imagine Team Liquid wins. Hard to believe. C9 makes it through points this time, like last time.
oh well, then it's CLG and the Gauntlet
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
100%.
And
Not
100
even
Thieves
close.
makes Gauntlet, and it's so we bring the same teams of worlds, and 100 Thieves gets wrecked again. Did they get flamed as hard this time as they did last time?
Hell no. People are just happy they made. Well,
Yeah.
actually, the people are pissed they made it.
Yeah. I would say they beat TSM in the finals of Gauntlet. CLG failed. They clutch moment and they failed you. Hard to believe, I know. I know.
I want to imagine this scenario.
That you could never imagine it. But yeah, so I think people would still be slightly upset. I don't think it'd be as extreme as it was last split because they kind of got in on point type situation and they just did nothing all of summer split pretty much. But
Yeah, they were the second seed, weren't they?
yes,
Cloud9 was the third.
yes. Where 100 Thieves can probably do not. They probably have zero shot. They do have zero shot to be the second seed this split because they have 0 points from split.
Right.
So that would have to happen that way. Clutch. We all have clutch number 7, except for Ryan, who has clutch number 8. He's got Golden Guardians number 7, which I get his reason. His reasoning is that clutch is drafting way too many crazy styles, and they're not necessarily all working. There's a lot of issues between picking something and like making it. It sounds good on paper, but then executing it is just not necessarily the same situation. He said, I will just be glad if we get the worlds and don't have to go through the gauntlet and play-ins. I mean, it's C9. They're probably going through gauntlet.
Yeah.
But Golden Guardians. I mean, Golden Guardians looked really good against TSM outside 2 Baron throws to lose that game. But then they looked really bad in their next game. And I just like, I don't know. I'm starting to lose faith in Golden Guardians quite a bit.
C9's not going to have to go through Gauntlet
You don't
on
think so?
points
You don't think so?
because I think TL's going to auto qualify with
Shocking.
first. Yeah, and then C9's going to have points. Wouldn't you say?
So do you have C9? I
I think CLG will have to go through the Gauntlet. I think they'll be the final boss of the Gauntlet.
If CLG makes second and C9 gets out before top 4, I think CLG automatically qualifies.
Do they?
Depending
Because
on.
CLG didn't make playoffs in spring.
Ooh, that's tough. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Okay, maybe not.
they were 1 game away because of fucking Echo Fox.
Yeah, C9 might get very lucky in the sense that if Optic, 100 Thieves, it's CLG, and for shits and giggles, Clutch,
Optic, CLG, and 100 Thieves have no points.
yeah, and Clutch Gaming upsets TSM and TSM gets kicked out. No one has points except for Team Liquid. So I think at that point Team Liquid automatically qualifies. like
Yeah,
no
they're
matter
first,
what
second,
happens
and
in the
third.
tournament, I think they would just automatically get.
We're just sending TL this year.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that that's pretty much how it's gonna go. That'd be crazy if we had 5 or 4 teams from the playoffs that were the 4 teams that missed playoffs last split. Because Echo Fox, weirdly enough, made playoffs. Man, that would be actually really interesting. Now I want that to happen. That'd be a cool stat. And we have FlyQuest and Echo Fox on the bottom. I don't think FlyQuest losing both games this week and Echo Fox being Echo Fox is kind of self-explanatory there. But with that, let's get into our predictions, I would say. Brian, you're also here for the predictions.
Woohoo!
All right, let me just get this.
I got here at the perfect time.
You did. You got here for power rankings and predictions, the most important part of the podcast. All right. For some reason, I have a stuffy nose right now, and I'm hoping that does not transfer into being sick.
Look at this accountant doing his Excel stuff. Knows all the tricks.
I literally just merged and bordered. LCS.
I mean, to be fair, I'd have to look that up, so I could do it, but yeah.
Okay, so here we go. First game of the week. We got Team Liquid versus Optic. Dokla on fire. Optic doing pretty good. Big and Arrow actually playing really well. Don't think it's enough to take down Team Liquid, though. I think Team Liquid, what me and Brock talked about earlier in the split, or the podcast, earlier in the podcast, is that we went down all the playoff teams' bot lanes, and with Sneaky and Zazel and Sven and Smoothie both playing terribly, and then Stixay and Biofrost actually are probably the second best bot lane right now. But like outside of that, can any of these bot lanes really hold a candle to double tin core JJ, especially playoff time? I don't think so.
Big and Arrow.
Big and arrow. Okay. I know we mean big. Greatest
Both
player.
bot lanes carried by support. Okay. Okay.
Ooh, yeah. TSM has 70 points from Spring, but C9 only has 40, according to Ryan. Okay. But yeah, so I'm assuming you guys all have Team Liquid.
I think this is a trap game.
Got
They
it.
just secured They just secured playoffs.
Mhm.
Optic has something to play for, and Liquid has like seeding to play for. But
Optic, please.
realistically, don't matter. But they're gonna get it anyway. So TL. But I could see the upset.
Brock, I put you for TL. Is that correct?
No, that is actually not correct.
Ooh.
Because, like I said earlier in the podcast, I don't actually think any of these teams can beat Liquid, but I think Liquid's going to lose some game randomly for no reason at all when they shouldn't.
They did.
I
It
think
was
it's gonna
against
be
Echo
this one.
Fox in week 1.
What about CLG in like week 3?
No, CLG beat them pretty good with the Lux Caitlyn bot lane. They camp bot lane like crazy. They did that. That wasn't.
Yeah, it's because we're a better
stupid.
team, William. Boom, you said it yourself. You just got you baited.
And then Liquid proceeded to absolutely stomp them the next time they faced.
Okay. One stomp, the other stomp.
So maybe, yeah. Oh, Ryan, I just want to say real quick because we're talking about C9 FlyQuest next game. So Ryan said that Sneaky is actually horrendous in terms of stats this split in a bunch of categories. Sneaky is either last or only ahead of Lost and FBI. Zazel, weirdly enough, is actually in the middle of the pack too close to the top among sports. It's weird. Yeah, Sneaky, like I said, they've been very, very disappointing, I think. And it's interesting that Sneaky's like 8th or 9th in almost every stat. 8th, 9th, or 10th.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be weird if someone like completely predicted that he's gonna retire
And go
and
streaming full time.
become streamer full time?
And / cosplayer.
They're gonna have a slash cosplay girl. Like, imagine if they could pick up like a decent replacement for him late into the split, so that he could get some time with the team during the season and probably into the Worlds run. Man, that'd be crazy.
It would be
That'd be
super.
That'd be
weird.
crazy. Did that?
Yeah, no one is ever gonna do that.
No one would ever predict that.
No one. They'd be insane.
That
Sorry.
would be crazy.
I'll shut up.
But for this game, because listen, I said it before the podcast. I gotta go crazy. I'm picking FlyQuest, but it's just
Didn't you say you were done with your crazy picks?
no. I have to because I'm 8 games behind you with 4 weeks or 2 weeks left.
All right, so you're going Liquid, FlyQuest. Next one's toss up. Echo Fox, Clutch. Going full upset.
God damn it, Echo Fox. So you're gonna crush me this split probably, or I'm gonna pull a miracle. That's pretty much how it's gonna go. Just so you know. I said it before the podcast. I'm not like if you don't think I'm an idiot now, trust me, these are picks just to catch up. If you do think I'm an idiot, that's normal, and you can keep thinking that.
You can go half and half
You can
with
go-
the next split. Or next week.
Yeah. Brock?
I got Cloud9.
Yeah, I also have Cloud9. How dare you not believe?
Yeah, how dare you
I
think
do
FlyQuest
believe,
is gonna
guys.
be
Okay.
What's wrong with it?
Oh.
FlyQuest is 4-10, Will.
And Ryan likes to point out that definitely has a history with Zazel and Licorice as well. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, and I can't believe it.
Brock is the esports Woj.
Like seriously, I'm pulling that clip. By the way, we are absolutely clipping that and sending it to Reddit or something.
Get us some views.
Seriously. And then they're gonna come in and like, what the hell is the rest of his predictions? They saw. No, you're
this
crushing
guy's
it. You're crushing it this year or the split. Like honestly,
Um,
you have like an 83% pick rate right now or something like that in EU. It's insane.
way out here.
Uh, Next is Golden Guardians versus 100 Thieves. This one is a tough game, but I think, oh, I don't know what Brian's gonna go this game.
I'm going 100 Thieves.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was gonna pick 100 Thieves, but then I'm like, they're hot. Golden Guardians is cold. I don't think that Haunter could get really fed against Fake God. I do have that going for me. So this game isn't like the worst pick, I think,
If
because
this was TSM Haunter playing Gnar or something, sure, but this is Golden Guardians Haunter.
Haunter's been playing off his mind this split. Thank you very much. It's just not been enough for Golden Guardians because their bot lanes have
Yeah,
been so
but-
weak.
I guess, yeah, but like, still all I hear is frogging, frogging, frogging.
Yeah, but if you listened to the podcast last week, Ryan made an excellent point that Froggen stat wise is actually the best player on Golden Guardians right now. Is
Haunter, you mean?
Haunter, not Froggen. Yes, Haunter.
Well, I mean, if you're ignored and everyone camps frogging, yeah.
That is true, but he's ignored by his own team as well. That's the issue. He gets set on an island on top lane, which most top
The
laners like.
JJ effect.
Most top laners appreciate that usually, but if the enemy jungler comes in,
Maybe in the tank meta. But yeah,
yeah.
go ahead.
We've
We've dragged this
I got
out.
Golden Guardians. Brian has 100 Thieves. Brock,
100 Thieves.
100 Thieves for Ryan as well. So 100 Thieves all across the board. I am falling so far behind this play.
Hey, just think, if you get this right, you pull a win up on all of us.
Yeah, that one I'm more confident in the Flag Quest over Cloud9. Also more confident than I am going to be in this game where I have to take Echo Fox, and I don't want to take Echo Fox. But I'm taking.
You don't have to here. I hope Echo Fox wins, and I never want them to win.
I gotta take them. If there's a team right now that they can beat, it could be the dysfunctional TSM.
I hope so. I hope you take a game back on me here. So I'm going TSM.
I'm assuming everyone else has TSM. What's Mike Young gonna do in this? I picked a team with Mike Young on them. Like,
Oh yeah, Mike Young is also 20th in Scion Speedway too.
I can't even get that right. Man, not good. Not good.
Mike Young.
Clutch versus CLG. I don't mind taking Clutch comparing it to Echo Fox over TSM. I don't mind this as much because Clutch can come with some insane strategy that might just snowball and work. It's not necessarily going to work, but they come up with these wacky strategies that don't work all the time, obviously, but one might catch CLG by surprise, and CLG is a very much a slow split push type style team for the most part compared to NA, and I think that might help in a sense that way, that a weird strategy is gonna destroy them in a sense, like they won't know what to do. Thoughts?
Yeah. I still think if CLG gets Baron, it's done.
Yeah, they're really good at
CLG
Baron
has
this year.
had, like one of the most effective Baron pushes. Or Clutch could come up with some strange strategy like Bronze Zodiac comp, and CLG just outsmart them and split push them to death.
Also true.
That is very true, Ryan.
Also true. Yeah, that could.
We're
also
gonna get
be
the Wukong jungle, Malphite top, Yasuo mid, Alistar support.
Misfortune
The
ADC.
Misfortune ADC, the Bronze Zodiac comp. I know it had something to do with like a moo like I saw
Uh-huh.
the picture, but like
Yeah, it's basically that.
that's my new Bronze Zodiac.
Brock.
Iron Zodiac.
So you have CLG or CG?
I gotta go with. I'm gonna go with CLG.
Great pick. Great pick.
Man, upset Central. I kick 4 games up on all of you. That would be a great week.
Be one hell of a week 8.
Yeah, yeah. Next is Optic versus Golden Guardians. This one I'm comfortable with going Golden Guardians. I know Optic is the better team, but I think that this one isn't that crazy of an upset if it happens.
Right. I agree. If this game happens a split ago, it's like, who cares? but
Hmm.
well, I guess not a split ago. 2 splits ago. Sorry, a split ago. Golden Guardians were decent, aka not 10, right?
Yeah,
I'm still gonna go Optic.
that's fine. That's fine. I'm desperate. Uh,
I'm going Golden Guardians.
woo! Finally,
Hell
I'm not
yeah.
alone.
What's Ryan going?
He's also going optic.
An intellectual.
Oh man. Game number 7, 100 Thieves versus TSM. I'm gonna pick TSM as the upset this game. I think 100 Thieves is the better team than TSM at the moment. So, this is a 50-50 game to me. So, I think I'm picking TSM.
I don't want to give you this upset, but I was thinking about going 100 Thieves. Brock, who are you going?
Um, I'm going 100 Thieves.
All right, I guess I'm gonna go 100 Thieves. I'm gonna do it to you, Will.
Yeah, you're all picking 100 Thieves. I think 100 Thieves is the correct pick here. I really do. I think that Bang and
I
Afromu
don't.
are playing out of their minds compared to Sven and Smoothie. I think they're gonna
I
carry
think
it to
I
the
think
bottom.
TSM hard resets versus Echo Fox. They get a stomp under their belt, and then they're back to not normal, but I think they're back on track.
Really, I don't know because just the way that Acadia Amazing's been playing really well with how terrible he played at the beginning of the split. TSM versus 100 Thieves was easily the best game to take the upset, aside from C9 versus Fly when Blabber and Kumo come back in. Nice. I hope so. That'd be nice. But yeah, I think that I don't know. I think 100 Thieves is just gonna stomp them in the jungle through Amazing against Acadian, and that maybe Broken Blade gets really fed against Fake God because Fake God does lose a lot of lane and Broken Blade does tend to play snowball champions. So maybe that's a win condition for TSM or Bjergsen is a win. So the solo lanes are the win conditions for TSM. But other than that, I think 100 Thieves dominates it. It's kind of a bot lane focus at the moment, meta. Brian. Next is Cloud9 versus Team Liquid.
So you're picking Cloud9
So,
here, huh?
picking William.
I'm still picking Team Liquid.
Yeah, of course.
I just think of how bad. Like we just talked about Sneaky being dead last in every split. This one I see a 0% chance that Cloud9 wins this game because of just how Team Liquid's online now. See, like they're gearing up for playoffs. You could tell in their games they're just flat out obliterating teams. Like their last 4 games or 3 games aren't even close. And
Yeah.
according to Jat, Team Liquid is the fastest team in NA now.
That's the craziest stat of the year.
Yeah, they are now. I love that stat because it shows that they learned a lot from MSI. Like they really did.
Yeah.
They don't play slow and just wait for NA teams to make mistakes because NA teams make a lot of mistakes type situation.
Yeah. They got absolutely smacked by G2 and they're like, "Wait, we're better than everyone. We can do that to them."
Yeah, and that's what they do now.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm going Team Liquid.
I just think that the bot lane difference is too major at the moment. And if Sven plays like he did last week, then Six Smith and Smithy always has Sven's number usually. Brock,
I'm picking Liquid here.
and we're all Liquid. I love how a C9 pick is. I'm like, no, not possible. And I think with that game, Team Liquid would seal first place.
I think that's pretty much already certain, but
It's not sealed yet. It's not mathematically certain yet. But yeah. Next,
well,
yeah, because Echo
I'm
Fox
just gonna
is
look
sealed.
at next week, and they play Echo Fox and TSM. So
Yeah, they get the revenge game on. Watch them seal it and then play their bench players so Echo Fox can say at the end of the year 2-0 against Team Liquid.
then GBay99 can make a documentary about the worst team ever, and
Yeah.
they'll say at least they 2-0'd TL.
And if TL goes on the win summer split, they will officially be, by stat and championship wise, the best NA team ever with four championships in a row.
Yeah.
I would already argue that they already are, but then they'll have the championships to prove it. The back to back to back to back.
I mean, C9 did go to semis at Worlds,
Yes.
and CLG has also been to finals at MSI, so it's not really that big of a deal.
I think if Team Liquid especially, I would argue if they go just the quarters, that'd be okay. But if they go to semifinals again after finals at MSI, there's no questioning it at that point. I would say. Do you agree with that? four NA championships in a row, a finals appearance at MSI, and a semifinals appearance in the same year.
Yeah,
Come on.
it's weird that basically all of these players came from CLG,
They did.
and then they have the Dignitas jungler playing support.
Oh man. Next game. CLG versus Echo Fox. This would be truly counter logic, wouldn't it? I don't want to pick Echo Fox. I can't. I'm picking CLG. I can't. I see this one as another 0% chance to win. I see Wiggly just stomping all over Mike Young. It's impossible.
Yeah, Wiggly is hot right now.
Yeah, there's like we're TSM. There's cracks in the team, so I can see a 5% chance for Echo Fox to win. I see this one as a 0. Brock.
Do it, I dare you.
It would be CLG like.
Think you gotta go. Nah, I'm kidding. Gotta go CLG.
Yeah, CLG will clinch a playoff spot this week then. That would be quite impressive.
Yep.
Finally, we have Clutch Gaming versus FlyQuest. This one I'm going to go FlyQuest. I feel comfortable that it is an upset again, but Clutch Gaming I think are playing a lot better right now. But Viper can snowball off of Huni pretty well. I think that's not too hard. If Huni starts chain feeding like he does quite often, like Viper can snowball and really help FlyQuest there. Plus, Cody's son is not the. I think Wild Turtle and Cody's son kind of equal out pretty much.
Yeah, I'm. Who did you pick?
FlyQuest.
I think I don't know why I don't believe in Clutch, even though they're like not doing. I mean, they're not doing great, but they're not doing that bad. I'm also gonna go FlyQuest. They are technically tied for playoffs right now.
Tied in the playoffs. Damn it, Brian, but I'm okay with that actually.
Yeah.
I already have how many picks?
I'm just so disappointed in FlyQuest this split.
4, 5, 6. I have 6 different picks to do. If I win all of those, then I'm only 2 off. I'm still off if I have a miracle like this.
That's not good.
Brock.
I'm gonna go with Clutch Gaming.
Clutch. Ooh, there we go. 2 picks for Clutch and 2 picks for FlyQuest. But that's gonna be our predictions for week 8. We're already almost done with the regular season. It's crazy. EU isn't. They still have like 4 more weeks, but we're coming down to our last 2 weeks. We'll have our playoffs set. Hopefully, I'm still hoping for that Team Liquid, CLG, C9, Golden Guardians Final Four for going to the finals. But that's going to be the podcast, though. But thank you guys for coming to watch. We will see you tomorrow for LCK, unless this stuffy nose turns into a cold, then I might not be able to do it. But I'll probably be fine, though. But thanks you guys for coming to watch, and we will see you tomorrow. Good night.
Bye.
Good night.